Hello, it is June the 24th. It's Wednesday, and today we'd like to find a few words of encouragement from the book of First Peter. We've been studying through this book, and we're nearing the end. We're in First Peter chapter 5, and today we'll be looking at verses 6 through 9. I hope you've had a good Wednesday, and you still have some good things to look forward to. But let's look at this passage and see if there's some things that we can find that will stir us up and encourage us. In First Peter chapter 5, beginning at verse 6, the scripture says, "Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, so that at the proper time he may exalt you, casting all your cares upon him, because he cares for you. Be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. Resist him, firm in your faith, knowing that the same kinds of suffering are being experienced by your brotherhood throughout the world." Now we have lots of good things here for us to talk about today, and so let's get right in that. You know, when we read the words "humble yourselves," we don't always think of that as a great message of encouragement. But he says you need to humble yourselves because God is so mighty that just trust him. Just humble yourself and place yourself in his care, and he is so mighty that if you'll humble yourself at the proper time, it says, he will exalt you. And so here we have a great message of trust, a great message of encouragement, that if we will put our trust and our hope in God, he is mighty enough to keep the promises that we've committed to him. Notice verse 7 there. It says, casting all your anxieties on him because he cares for you. And so we realize that God is so mighty, and if we'll just humble ourselves and realize that we need to trust God, that all those anxieties we can place in his mighty hand, and he is certainly competent to take care of those things. And not only is he able, but he wants to. He cares for you. Cast all your anxieties upon him because he cares for you. I don't know what anxieties you have in your life today, but I would suggest to you that if you're a faithful child of God, you need to realize the mighty hand of God and cast those on him. Then he talks about be serious or sober-minded and watchful, because the devil is prowling about, and it compares him to a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. Don't let that be you. You've been warned, and you've been equipped to deal with Satan, to deal with the devil. And so he says, you be sober, be serious about it. Don't take it lightly, but you are ready for this. You can handle this. He's walking about like a roaring lion, but you are able to deal with that because you're going to take it serious, and you're going to be watchful. And then he says in verse 9, resist him, firm in your faith, knowing the same kinds of suffering are being experienced by your brotherhood in the world. There's two things here. Again, we are equipped. Here we're told that there's that roaring lion. He's looking for someone to devour. But as he looks for someone to devour, you can resist him. You don't have to give in to him. You don't have to be the one who is devoured. You can stand firm in your faith. You can stand strong and not give in to him. And we're reminded of that here. And it says, as we look there, that there are others. You have a fellowship of brotherhood who are also doing battle with Satan, who are also suffering. And so as you think about that, you realize that we share together in that, and we can help one another through that. So many good things today as we look at this. We humble ourselves because we realize God's hand is so mighty, and he is able to take care of everything that we commit to him. We can cast our anxieties upon him because of that mighty hand. And not only is he mighty and able, he is caring for us and wants to help. We're to be serious and watchful because there is the devil, but we've been warned, and we can handle the devil as we resist him. And we stand firm in our faith. We don't give in. When we're tempted to give up or tempted to sin, we'll stand strong because we can resist the devil. And we realize that other Christians are dealing with many of the same kind of things we are. And so we can overcome those, and we have that kind of sharing together in those sufferings. I really appreciate you listening to these words of encouragement today. 1 Peter is such a great study and an encouragement, and especially right here. And so I hope you'll take those words, you'll take them into your life, you'll apply them, you'll meditate on them, and you'll be stirred up and encouraged by them. My name is Paul Adams, and this has been 5 minutes of encouragement.